Hello. This is the fourth Upstream Nigeria significant emotional event video, which I believe will motivate you to take some far-reaching decisions about your safety and the safety of others. Over the years, we have experienced significant vehicle accidents that sadly have altered the lives of the people involved, including fatalities. This video is aimed at reversing the recent increase in our motor vehicle accidents. Of note is the recent staff bus driver who lost his life on August 21st, 2013. I was personally deeply impacted by this loss, as were the drivers, the family, the co-workers, the friends, and the passengers who made the daily commute with him. Our sincere condolences goes to his family and friends. Whenever someone is killed or suffers a life-changing injury, many people suffer the loss. Usually the family is most impacted, as this often results in the loss of the breadwinner's ability to provide for his family and friends. Cars, buses, trucks are part of our everyday life. We depend on them to commute to work and to home at the end of the day, as well as to take our children to school, run our daily errands. Many of us use them during our daily work requirements. I'm particularly worried that unless we all thoughtfully and honestly examine our personal commitment to safety and redouble our efforts to stop, think, and then act, including while driving, this trend will continue to rise. The video you are about to see includes reenacted scenes of some of these accidents in order to share the lessons learned and their emotional impacts on the victims, the families, and the friends. I believe we can eliminate all motor vehicle accidents, both on and off the job, through full adherence to the basic safety driving rules that will be presented during the course of this video. I encourage you to keep safety and the safety of others in mind at all times. Practice defensive driving. Encourage others to do the same. Intervene when people aren't driving responsibly. With this commitment, we can all operate vehicles in a manner where nobody gets hurt.
Accidents don't just happen, they are caused.
Globally, 1.3 million people lose their lives annually from road crashes. From my personal experience, a very good family friend of ours, he was in his 50s already and he came to Abuja for law school. He did an evening law program, and while the law program was going on, he decided he would go to Benin one day and come back the following day. On his way back, he had a crash, and the driver died on the spot, but he survived. In surviving, he spent another 12 years on the wheelchair, paralyzed. Every time I saw him, my heart bled, because I don't know if it would have been better if he had passed on in that crash. He eventually passed on 2 years ago, 3, but this was 12 years of sitting on the wheelchair and watching the world move by. The children, some of them after school, couldn't go far from the house because they needed somebody to help him on a daily basis. Somebody needs to be there to bring him up, give him a bath, help him down the stairs, make sure he eats, and all that. And this is because of one wrong decision of the driver. One wrong decision in a split second, but the consequences spanned over 12 years.
Accident victims suffer a long road to recovery.
Road accidents still remains a big challenge in Nigeria. Statistics has it that accidents kill more people in Nigeria than malaria and HIV.
An MPN vehicle ran into an oncoming truck in an attempt to control the vehicle after a tire rupture, causing damages to the driver's side front door, the bumper, as well as cracking the windscreen and the left side headlamp. Accidents keep us from more than just our work. It causes pain and may cost our life.
I noticed that tire was bad, but I didn't want to report until I come back from the journey. And the period I picked the vehicle, I was late to go to airport.
When you see an accident happen, it means that somebody has failed in one responsibility or the other.
Accidents lead to loss of breadwinners to families.
That single negligence would have taken my life and my children would have suffered.
Another MPN vehicle was involved in an accident while returning from an international airport assignment. The bonnet of the vehicle flipped open and hit the windshield while the vehicle was in motion.
Actually, on that day, I was in a hurry. So I opened the bonnet to check all those things. After checking, I did not close that bonnet properly. That was the problem.
ExxonMobil strives to promote a nobody gets hurt culture through safe work planning. Plan your trip, identify hazards, and mitigate before going behind the wheels.
When you talk about driving, there are three distinct things that you should think about. There's the trip planning, there's the vehicle inspection, and then there's the driving itself, being a defensive driver. When you miss any of those three, there's a possibility that you can end up having an accident.
While on operational assignment, the driver of an MPN vehicle knocked down a child along the road.
On the day of the incident, I was not myself. I was thinking on how to provide the school fees for my child because I was not thinking normal.
It was reported that the child later died. For many incidents, the actual consequence is the worst outcome: fatality.
If you have any distraction or any problems that are personal that won't allow you to drive, you are free to take permission from your supervisor. This organization, we want honest and open communication.
An MPN staff bus driver was involved in a fatal accident while on his way to pick up employees to work. The driver, who was the sole occupant of the vehicle at the time of the incident, died on the spot when he crashed into the rear of a truck.
Every time we pass the spots that the accident happened, everybody's always traumatized. I mean, you could see everybody in the bus. I mean, everybody keeps quiet and, everybody looks at themselves and keep mentioning that, wow, that we lost a gem.
He came to me as a shock because this is somebody I saw the previous day he was so full of life, and this particular day we were just waiting at the bus stop. He never missed his time. He has never come late.
If you look at accidents on a whole, they are totally preventable. So a death that results from an accident is a needless death.
Nigerian roads are full of hazards, from the potholes to the bad roads to the bad driving, to the reckless driving, to the lawlessness. So those are the hazards we have on our road. So driving in an environment like this is a tough call.
There's a cost that comes with accidents. It could be financial, it could be emotional. The financial ones are the ones you can quantify. You have to repair the vehicle or buy a new vehicle. Your insurance costs go up. There are medical bills you have to take care of. There are third-party bills you have to take care of. That's the financial angle to it. There's the non-financial, non-quantifiable angle, which comes with the emotions. There are all those other things which are even much worse than the financial ones.
It's a very terrible trauma.
He did not only had an accident but died on the spot.
But at the end of the day, the key thing is that there's a cost that comes with accidents.
I remember a case in the training center. We lost one of our colleagues. It was a motorcycle accident. It was a sad morning for us when we received that news. We stopped classes that morning. We gathered together, reflecting on the vibrant life that this man brought to the team. It was sad, I tell you.
Don't take that risk. Drive safely. A safety-conscious driver will always think ahead. What can go wrong? Conditions may change. There are inherent hazards. Your safety and the life of other road users is in your hands.
It is not the natural order of things that vehicles should crash. If used properly, there are people who have driven for 50 years and they've never had a crash.
Don't tailgate. Don't try to overtake when you know the other vehicle is also moving at a very high speed.
Do not overspeed. Do not drink and drive. Do not use the phone while driving. Use your seatbelt.
Make sure the vehicle is in very good condition before you put it on the road. While you are out there on the road, you should obey all traffic laws.
And occasionally we see in our clinics individuals who have underlying medical conditions that makes it unsafe to drive. People who have chronic illnesses like hypertension, diabetes. If these are not adequately controlled, they come with certain complications that can occur while you are driving a vehicle. What if you develop a stroke while you are driving on the highway at 100 kilometers per hour?
I want to remind the drivers that as you go out on the road, there are several hazards on the road. You must be aware of them, watch out for them, and avoid them.
Our focus remains preventing all accidents, promoting safe driving, aligning with nobody gets hurt. When we believe that all accidents are preventable, we can achieve our nobody gets hurt vision.
I, as a mother, as a leader in this organization, I strongly believe.
I truly believe.
Strongly believe. I believe.
I believe.
I believe that all motor crashes
Are preventable.
Are preventable.
Are preventable.
All motor vehicle accidents are preventable. Remember, nobody gets hurt.
Having watched this video, I expect each of us to change our driving risk tolerance, driving habits, and to demonstrate our belief that all accidents are preventable, including motor vehicle accidents. As employees of this great company, each of us has the responsibility to be a role model for other drivers and to demonstrate to people that we care about their safety both on and off the road. We will not be satisfied until we achieve a workplace, a home site where nobody, absolutely nobody, gets hurt.